I want to see the phone calls that they made to call these manner people. If they have done that, it just keeps on getting better and better. So, due to the sheer effect of the evidence may have been mishandled, the chain of custody may have been broken. We need to provide the court that the evidence is safe to use. Because if we don't do that, that would be corruption and we'd be covering up for the LSPD.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
agree.
the court case is not in session. It's not been picked up. It's not being scheduled. So the moment it goes into scheduling and we're still under investigation, we have to ask motion for continuance because there's an active investigation on the evidence provided. Now, if the evidence is to be seen mishandled and it's proven to be mishandled, then we need to find out the specific guns that were mishandled. That evidence would be thrown out. But the fact is, we don't know what gun was taken out, so it could possibly all PDWs and all of those.
That's true. Is it
Yep,
possible that the DNA could still be on those weapons? Yeah.
we don't know. There have been thousands of logs. It is unreasonable to go through and look for the DNA on those weapons. There are thousands of logs.
Okay.
Then,
All right.
yep. So after that, the such news, we have come to a conclusion that we will be basically running a magnifying glass through the Hydro raid from the raid warrant to the actual incident to the second incident and every other thing. So we need to also comb through the records of seeing if there were any changes were made in the evidence or the statements themselves. We need to double check the FOIA report to the current report that we have in the MDT just to make sure that there are no edits happening because quite
Mm-hmm.
frankly that is quite possible. Uh, what else is there? Anderson noted that LT Maxwell may have taken out money from the evidence locker. I don't know how much money that is. I forgot to ask him either.
Gotcha.
Yep, the money was taken out, but the money was never put in. So that is evidence tampering.
Are you okay, Richard? You're not going to pass out?
Due
That's not
to these
evidence
facts,
tampering. That's corruption. That's not evidence tampering.
no, but that is corruption. That is corruption. But again, if you're going to be pressed charges, that's evidence tampering.
I mean, yeah, for criminal, yeah, but like in general, that's just blatant corruption.
Yeah. So for Maxwell, it is straight up pushing charges if you can prove it. So Maxwell would be going into interrogation. Denzel and Lucas Miller are going into interrogation. We need to
Oh
find
my
out what the fuck they
god.
did with the guns and why the guns were out for 10 minutes on 2 separate occasions. We have the evidence logs. We have everything that we need. Now we just need to formulate a strategy to actually ask questions to them. And yeah,
Shit. Okay, you're not wrong about you having some news to brief me on. Okay.
yeah. So audit has been delayed. This happened while we were auditing Liv, and we got a call in the middle that Juan Carlos Hernandez is here to explain something. So we had to delay the audits that are going to be happening for the LSPD and BCSO till we have concluded our investigation on Hydra and we have said to the court that this evidence has been mishandled or not mishandled.
Sure.
Uh, this will be requiring more marshals. I have prosecutorial work and double checking reports from Sparks. I have uh, Daisy looking into reports too. I have myself writing subpoenas and looking into reports too and facilitating the interrogation techniques. Espinosa will be doing some things too. If you want to go after interrogation, I know you're very good at that. You can formulate and go with me because I'll speak to Lucas Miller. I totally believe that Lucas Miller may have been under the orders of Denzel Shiesty and he just followed the orders. But that doesn't mean that he's not innocent in the whole thing. I have a rapport with Lucas, so I think he can come clean to me rather than lying and stuff. So I want to go focus on Lucas Miller. And other than that, if you want to take over Denzel with Espinosa, that'd be lovely. We need to ask a set of standard questions to it to compare the answers, right? Like who's gonna lie, and then we have to ask them extra detailed questions, like heavy open-ended questions in what they will
Sure,
actually
yeah.
give up.
I mean, so what are these is there a report that I can see the photos in now?
Yeah.
What's the
It
report number?
It's made. It's a flippy one something.
Did
It
the phones
is
have been?
report 14335.
Oh, are they not? Are they not attached?
They should be. I did the attachments and stuff.
I don't see them in evidence. Like the evidence part.
Yeah, I don't either. I just see the like it's actually in the report, not the evidence.
Do you want to add those quickly, Anna, and then I'll have a look. I don't want to double dip.
Yeah. Look, 14344. That's the master document, and all the references are there. Let's check the references.
Hold on.
Basically, the whole integrity of the raid, the case, is in question. How is it fucking done? So we also have to like go through each evidence and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, huh?
Basically, going to point out their incompetence, and we are. If this is true, Maxwell's probably going to be eating evidence tampering. Sorry, impeachment and evidence tampering. And Denzel's going for impeachment. Lucas Miller is, depending on the answer, it's either ACR or an impeachment. I
Oh
have
my
Sparks
god.
looking into the warrant. She's looking into that very carefully.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
We're also doing this first before the audit, before the audit, so we can use this information to conclude into our audit and see like, hey, these are the problems, and this is why we're taking over. Because this is not a small problem. There's every step has
Bro!
every process in this raid had some major mistakes. It has glaring holes, which shouldn't be happening from a sergeant and an LT.
Yeah, like the charges
Oh
on like
my
Emeka
god.
Rose or whatever, and they're just not mentioned in the statements at all.
Oh my god. It gets worse. Well, it doesn't even get worse. It just is. There's that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, those photos are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Anderson told me not to add in the evidence, so I didn't add in the evidence.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty bad, huh? What do you
Well,
like though?
I mean, I was thinking.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I think has anyone spoke to either of Lucas or anybody yet?
No. But I got a report yesterday from Ventura that there are like Denzel is aware that something's happening. I don't know how.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, like Denzel is aware something's happening due to that because we subpoena the bank log. I'm saying the evidence logs
How does he know that?
because Craig made the subpoena. But then
Oh,
there's also possibility that I shared something in confidence to Moss and Peters that there is an evidence mishandling case and it affects your rate directly. It's a courtesy call that you guys should know this because if you guys are the pursuing party and I don't want people to become a mockery. Because I feel like
yeah.
it has to be like this is all courts now. This is all legally we have to legally declare this. We can't
Mm-hmm.
be quiet on this. So we're going to conclude our investigation. We're going to tell Moss. We're going to tell Peters. This is it. This has nothing to do with you guys. You guys can't be involved in this to save these people or anything like that. There are no all you can do is suspend these people, but the court has to decide. This is becoming basically a court decisions and stuff.
What do you mean?
Impeachment and ACRs. It's all going to go in court.
I mean, yeah, if they don't want to fire them, like
Uh,
you can still give
that's
them
the
the
thing.
chance to fire them, right?
Yeah, we'll give them a chance, and they don't do it. I mean, we're still pushing for impeachment and ACRs anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'd hope they'd want to get rid of them and things like that. You know what I mean? But
I
I
mean,
mean, with
if they
with the
don't want to fire them, that is an audit then. Like that shows that they don't really care about consequences for these people that are fucking up to the major point where rights are being violated and cases are being thrown out.
100%.
Then that then itself is a big issue, and it's contributing to the removal of their high command.
Yeah. Okay. I see. The thing is, to me, I don't know whether having a. If you think Dan already knows about subpoenaing the evidence logs, what might be a better idea is if he doesn't know about the pictures yet, is having a preliminary chat, a preliminary interview with him and Lucas, and just being like, you know, we saw the evidence logs, about, you know, because if you think he knows about the evidence logs, and so he might have a suspicion, and we know what he's done already, but give him a chance to give you a story, right? So go into the room and just be like, we've seen, you know, that you took these, you know, we've seen that some people, and we've got a tip that it might have been you were involved, that these weapons were taken out for 20 minutes, and you were involved in that group. What happened, right? Don't question him on his story. Just get his story. Just let him tell his story, even if it's a lie, right? And then just leave the room, right? Just finish it there.
True.
Just finish the interview.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna finish the interview or conclude. I'm gonna pause the interview. I'm gonna give them a time to think. I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna be like, hey, this is what happened. Your stories have holes. What happened to this fucking evidence? Where was it taken? Because we have the logs. We have exactly when they touched the evidence locker and closed the evidence locker. We have everything. That
The
logs
issue,
don't lie.
okay, the issue is right now, what 100% factual evidence do we have that Denzel was there?
That's the thing. I'm waiting for the phone logs.
This is what I mean. In the meantime,
Mhm.
talk to Den, talk to
We don't have
Lucas.
to talk. No, we do not have to talk to them. I want to take them straight into interrogation, element of surprise. They don't have to know about anything that they're under investigation. The moment they know, they'll start preparing their answers. They start corroborating.
True. Are you able to?
We don't have to do the courtesy here because this is way off.
It's
When
not a
we
courtesy if you do it at the same time. If you get them both in interview rooms at exactly the same time, and
mm,
they both give the same like a story as you give.
true, but I would rather do it in one session, like a whole 1 to 2 hour session where we grill them enough, where we get our answers.
Okay, I suppose.
Can you also lie during the investigation? Say, "Hey, Denzel, I know you were there. I have so and so saying that you were
Of
there."
course you can. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's another thing you can do. Or we have a photo of you there, or something of that.
Annie, you said the original tip that we got.
Mm-hmm. We're not using that.
Not for the charges or anything, right?
What do you mean?
But what the original tip that we got was that
Yeah.
they were showing it off to gangs plural.
Uh-huh.
Who else other than
That
the
is something we
manor?
have to ask. That is something we have to investigate even more because Stephen is the one who told Flippy. Flippy told us.
Hmm. Interesting.
The thing is, we can't act on any of it till I have the phone logs of Denzel and Lucas. Because you're right, actually. The gangs were mentioned. It was not just a gang. So who else is there? And we know that there are total of 2 times when these guns were taken out. Both about 10 minutes. So if it was Manor, then who was the second one?
Yeah. The issue is if we start asking about that could get back to the two of them, you know what I mean?
In what sense?
So if we called up this whatever his name is, Steve, this
Okay.
guy from the manor, Stephen,
Okay.
if he does have a good relationship with um if with Den and Miller, he might
Okay.
call them up and give them a heads up, you know what I mean?
The moment I get call logs, I want to go question them. Then I want to question Steven. Now, because Steven is a gang member, we don't know if he will actually come forward. So why go to him first when we know that there's going to be a denial? There could be this sort of activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, we shouldn't be going to him first. We should get our phone logs. We get the connection of who he called. We make that phone log. We have a lot of phone. We have our phone database, so we can find out who numbers it was. And based on that, We will act on it. We'll ask them questions. We'll get the storyline. We got the timeline. We ask them extra questions of if this was acceptable, if it's useful to their to their investigations. Did they record this? Did they formally tell their high command about this? Did they, all that kind of stuff. If they fail to answer any of it, that just concludes and includes in their impeachment.
I mean, even something. What day did the raid occur? What's the date?
19th.
The 19th. So even something as simple as if we manage to get confirmation that these photos were sent from Stephen O'Connor to Flippy, right?
Mm.
Like Stephen O'Connor was not arrested on the 19th, so there was no reason for him to be in the police department, right?
There is, absolutely.
So then you've got like, even more reason as to, you've got questions as to why he was invited and into the police department as a gang member by police officers, you know what I mean? You've got questions thrown up there, which have got to be answered. And now it's all, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
It seems like gang members with badges to me. Wanted to show off what they found from what they took off of some other gang.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm having a hard time understanding why would you do that. What is a logical, lawful reason for you to show your evidence to gang members? Like, what is the reason? I don't
Spoils
know.
of war. That's what it is, Anna.
You
That's what
don't do it that way, though.
that's what
There
that's
is no
but
documentation.
no, you're not thinking like they are. They're thinking like, look what we just got from our big fat raid. Let's show it off. Like, look at how dangerous we are. You know what I mean?
Or they
With
thought it would
TR,
be funny.
all that.
Yeah, simple as
I think
that.
it's probably a
The thing
combination of two.
is, oh, I
Is this secret chat, or do you want to continue the chat?
sort of secret chat.
All right, all good. Let me know.
All right, thank you. The thing is, with these people, what they did would be right and okay to do, only if they concluded the the court case and then do it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, even if there was a paper trail, you know what I mean? Like,
There
some
is no
kind
paper
of.
trail.
That's what I mean. If there was a paper trail and they were like, we did it for this reason, even if there was like a reason for them to do it, you know what I mean? Because even if they say we did it for this reason now, and there's no paper trail, you know what I mean? I'll double check there is no. Have you checked to see if there's a paper trail?
I have already. There's nothing. I'm going through every single report. There's nothing. I don't know. Unless I'm missing something.
So is it just Den and Lucas that we think are involved? Is there anybody else?
Yeah. At the moment, no. Only these two. At first, it was just Lucas because Denzel wasn't there. Because we had no logs or anything like that which showed incriminating towards Denzel. Like, he didn't touch, he didn't take out anything. But now the fact that we have photos of Lucas holding the said weapons that are taken out from the evidence as per the logs,
Ginger, what the hell?
and Denzel's name is mentioned to the point where he has made phone calls, I think we have enough to believe that, yeah, Denzel might have been the one who is ordering Lucas around.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll find out when we. All right.
Cool. Worst comes to worst, maybe you can flip Lucas into being a like a call it spy, try to get Denzel to like say into it like a recording that, hey, let's take the evidence out and show it.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. And was there some development on the snow thing yesterday? Is that where you needed that report
No,
from
I
me?
don't think Snow was around yesterday. No, I was very annoyed yesterday. Actually, I would like to have a chat with Dark alone.
Okay.
Healthy.
I think there was a hint, Clay.
Okay, I got him. I got him. I got him.
Sorry. Sorry again. Sorry.
I'd like to have a chat with him alone. So I woke up and I was having a chat with Noah, and we were discussing about Jackie Snow. And what Noah said is, yeah, Dark and her went to went to look for Jackie Snow, but Jackie Snow was not found and stuff like that. But you guys went to the lighthouse and you guys noticed someone at the lighthouse. And I asked Noah, who did you notice? It was just guys. It was a meeting. Okay, what were they wearing? Oh, clothes. Okay, what kind of shoes, pants, anything, any colors? Oh, just normal clothes. I'm like, okay, any mask? No, yeah, they were masked. I'm like, okay, did you take photos? No, it was such unresponsive answers. I was like, "Where's the report then? If you guys witnessed a meeting at a place where when we're already looking for a person, it's a manhunt. Where is the documentation? There's no paper trail now. What if it was really Jackie Snow?
Yeah,
What if it
there
was
was pretty
something like that?"
stupid answers. Yeah.
So I got pissed at that, and I was like, "This is not gonna fly now. I need to know if there's any sort of documentation, if there's something like that." She's like, "The Dark must have made it one," and I said, "Dark hasn't made one, so where's the report?"
Yeah.
So at that,
Fair enough. Listen, there should have been a report made on the day, but the MDT was pretty fucked all day. Like I had plans to do like subpoenas and everything, but it was pretty fucky. And then come in the day, I just went off shift, so that's my bad. Yeah, there was no confirmation, obviously, that it was them, but I got that report done last night for you, so it's all sorted out there.
yeah, it's good now, but I was just like, the answers were so unresponsive. It's like asking a criminal.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Nova's been kind of I don't know. It's like she doesn't really care about this whole. I don't know. She just didn't seem very. She wasn't helpful at all when we were looking for Snow. I'll be honest. And I don't know. I'm getting that vibe from a few marshals. I'll be honest. I don't know why. Yeah, about the Snow case.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Craig Swan to the point of like throwing us under the bus with Jackie on the phone, which I guess nobody cares about. And then Nova just doesn't really have an interest in the case for some reason. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna keep working it. I'm gonna keep looking for the guy, and I'll keep on top of the reports.
See, the thing is, we don't care if anyone else wants to join in. It's an open investigation. Every marshal is welcome. If they don't want to, they don't have to. We can't do that. But at the same time, if they're doing something related to the investigation, you don't have to lower your standards and go about that. Oh, this is it. You need to do your due diligence. You're a marshal. That's all I'm asking. As far as Barrett thing, it's been dealt with. He's not going to do that.
Okay.
So all I ask from other marshals that are involving themselves in snow thing is you need to document things and do things properly. It's manhunt. We need to establish timeline. Who is to say that we will be on court in court saying everything or justifying our actions?
How was the Barrett thing dealt with?
Huh?
How was the Barrett thing dealt with?
I have a chat with him. He said he's not going to do it. He's also very unconventional, so he kind of like gave him ammunition, but at the same time, I don't know why he would do that. That's the thing.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, that was it. It was a very small talk, and I was like, you need to stop not giving them ammunition because it undermines us and it pits us against each other, because that's probably what that man's trying to do. Create a rift within ourselves. So we derail, but we need to be stronger than that. That's why I also told you to not mention anything of that sort to him, because God knows what he's feeling like, because again, he's gone through that time. So it could be just him acting irrationally, but he did.
Okay, so I got a question. So
Okay.
the other day when I go out investigating, looking for, before this is before he had his warrant, fair enough. But when I go out
Yeah.
investigating, looking for potential places Jackie could be, and then you
Yeah.
question me whether I'm meeting up with him, right?
Yeah.
So I get questioned for that for some reason. But when
Okay.
Barrett goes out of his way to leak information, and then I guess give him information about me and him having problems when he's a fugitive, he just gets a slap
I
on the wrist.
I okay, that's the same questions that I asked him too, the same question that I asked you too. In your case, you actually went off duty
No, I
right when I
didn't.
asked you. Well, okay, you went channel 12 and then you were off duty. My
No, I
concern was
wasn't
your
off
safety.
duty. I was on. I was still on duty, and
Okay,
I
you were
told you
on
I was
duty,
on
then
channel
you
12.
yes, after channel 12, when I checked again when I came to the office, you were off duty. So my concern was, what is the safety? And Barrett was off duty too. I called both of you. I called both of you 5 times, each of you. I didn't get a response.
I
And
go
then
off
I
duty
thought
the
you
same
guys
time
probably went
every
off
day.
duty. I don't keep track of when people are going off duty, at what time they go. We don't have attendance sheet, do we?
Okay. All right. And okay. So on one hand, we have proof that someone actually gave information to a fugitive. On the other hand, there's nothing.
Okay, what do you want me to do, Barrett, then? Take him off the investigation?
What investigation is he doing
I mean,
into
he's
Jackie
doing
Snow?
something. I've told
Nothing
him to look
other
into
than
it.
give it. He didn't do anything other than give information to the guy.
He's not been around to do anything. His times are completely different too. When have you seen Barrett around this time?
This morning at 9 a.m., he did a subpoena
Okay.
for Juan Carlos Hernandez.
Okay. This time, when Jackie Snow is active, when have you seen Craig Barrett? In this 6 hours from now onwards.
What's the
How many
point?
times?
What's
The
your
point
point?
is, if he has to investigate, he would have to come in contact with the fugitive and his activities.
No, I don't. No, but your logic here is, what do you want me to do? Pull him off the investigation?
Because you're
How is
implying that
that?
I need to
How is that
punish
a
him.
But how is that a punishment? I don't understand.
Because you're quite literally implying that he leaked investigation, so we should take him off.
No.
Okay,
Explain to
then.
me how is that how is it a punishment for leaking information?
He is not allowed to work on something that he may want to work. How is that not a consequence for his action, or a punishment, as you can say, as I'm implying?
You think the guy who got all pissy about me bringing up how Jackie Snow should be punished for being a criminal
Your
is going to
remarks were
care?
also directed towards him too when he brought
You think he's
himself
going
in
to
that
care about
conversation
looking
too.
into the fugitive who used to be a cop? I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
That
he's even
is
going to
a
work on
very
that case.
no. That is a flawed mentality of yours. You're bringing him down to Jackie Snow's level, a fugitive. Then that's now how we work. If you want to work all together, you work all together. If no one wants to work on it, no one has to work on it. No one's being forced into it.
The guy in the call the other day with me and you said, he said, Doc, you'd look pretty good as a prisoner. And you were there. And yet you didn't make a comment.
You also mentioned to him before that whole chat that yes, you should have wrought too, and you did your time and you turned your life around.
Yeah, I did.
So
I'm not
okay,
gonna,
so you can throw punches, but when he throws punches, you don't want to take it.
I took it like a champ. I'm just saying, you didn't say anything then.
I don't have to say anything there.
No, but when I said it to him, you took me aside and you were like, dog, you gotta be careful what you say around Barrett. You gotta tiptoe.
Okay.
You gotta walk on eggshells.
No, I didn't say you have to walk on eggshells. I said basic decency.
Listen, I'm a professional in my work environment.
But that was not professional then.
What? I didn't go out of my way to say, hey, Barrett, this guy is just like you. Look at him. He's a cop and now he's a criminal. Did I? No, I didn't. I just started talking about how he used to be a cop and now he's a criminal. I didn't say his name at all. It just happened to be the fact that Barrett decided to bring up his past. Am I wrong?
Okay. What do you want me to do with Barrett then? You quite clearly want me to do something. That's why you're having this chat right now.
I don't.
Because you think
listen,
that Barrett has got a slap on the wrist. You quite literally said that. What is there? What is logical of me to do? Tell me. Because I had the same conversation with you that I had the same conversation with Barrett. Both of you have been talked. Both have been told the parameters of this investigation. If you guys can't adhere to that, don't do it.
I'm gonna say that you can't have the same conversation with me that you had with Barrett because our actions are not on the same playing field. They are not equal.
How?
Because
You're the
I
one
didn't do.
No,
I didn't do
no,
what
no,
Barrett did. What did I do that's on
again-
this? What me and Barrett didn't do the same thing. I went out investigating. I didn't meet up or have a conversation with Jackie Snow where I leaked an investigation. Did I?
No, you
Yes
didn't.
or no? I didn't. He did. So how can you have the same conversation with me?
What do you want me to do then, Dark? Tell him he's suspended?
I'm not going to tell you to do how to do your job,
no, but
Anna.
You're implying that I did not do it well enough. You're quite literally implying that I just had a chat with him. What else do you want me to do with him? Hey, Barrett, don't fucking do that again. You're suspended for 2 days. Do you want me to do that? Because that's what you're implying. You're quite literally
I'm
saying
implying that what you
convers-
did was not enough. Yeah, I am.
There we go. Then what should I do then?
I'm not going to tell you what to do because clearly I'm conflicted in this case.
Because it needs to be up to your satisfactory then. If you have a problem with me just having a chat with him and telling him what not to do, then there is something unsatisfactory from your point, so I need to know what can I do to satisfy you.
It's not about my satisfaction, Anna. It's about what I think should be done in the future with another person. Because I don't think what you did is right.
Okay, have a chat with Daisy then.
Okay. Do you think what you did was right?
I had the conversations that are needed to happen with Barrett and with you. If you leaked investigation, he did the wrong thing. Absolutely terrible.
And okay, and so you think just having a chat with him is going to stop him from doing it again? Be honest.
I hope so. That's
hope so.
literally the approach with every single one of you. We have enough trust where a conversation is enough.
I think he was bitter about what I said, and he went out of his way to do that to try and turn Jackie Snow against. And I think he's done it. And I think Snow's going to come after me because of it. And
How many phone calls do you receive on a daily basis from Snow? Because you're the only person who received the most phone calls.
I haven't received any. I called Jackie Snow yesterday or whenever I was with Nova.
Okay. He has a warrant.
Yeah.
So what was the conversation?
To try and get him to turn himself in.
Okay. And then how? Then before that.
I think the last time was when he called me on the roof, I think. Actually, no, it was when, was it you? I think you were with me when he called me. In the car. And that's when he told me that Barrett had leaked information. Ironically, yeah. Also, what are you trying to say right now?
I'm saying
you're quite the tone.
No, I'm saying you're the one person who's in the contact with Jackie Snow the most. Of course he's going to be targeting you because he threatened you by proxy to me, through me. That's why I told you need to be careful of what you're doing and your surroundings and everything else because he might come after you. You're the one with the family over here.
Yeah.
You are his target from the beginning.
Right. Okay. So it doesn't help when I've got another marshal throw me under the bus, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'll make sure to keep on top of my reports.
All right.
Anything else? Sure.
No, that's pretty much it then.
Believe me.
You don't have to if you don't want to, mate. Yeah, you stay. Get some work done or something.
Alright.
Spicy, 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 spicy. Spicy stuff, dude. Hey, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say it, okay? This is good RP, man. Anna's great. New theories that Anna is Senator Davis's daughter, and that's how she gets all the new equipment. Hide in here for a bit. Where's that blood in here? Okay. Well, that was spicy. Holy shit. There was so much to go through. That was a lot. Oh. That was a lot. I did forget that I called him yesterday. I'll put that on here. A Liam murder investigation? What the fuck is this? Hope Maxwell and Den don't get impeached. Yeah. Okay, this is the issue. All right. Okay, we're gonna have a sit down conversation. All right, we're gonna have a good RP discussion right now, because what you just said, Wimmo, is a really good. Like, we can do an essay on what you just wrote in chat. Okay, so I'm glad you said it. You said, I hope Maxwell and Den don't get impeached. Bro, think a lot of good RP to the PD, right? So you don't want them to get impeached because they bring good RP to the PD, right? Now, the issue is, with what you said, is they can bring good RP to the PD, right? And you don't want them to get impeached because you don't want them to get removed from the PD. But what you don't realize is that the RP that they bring to the PD can lead to them getting impeached, right? And so if they don't get impeached for that, then it's like, why? And then you come back to being like, okay, because you don't want them to get removed. But then it's like, the RP that they brought to the PD doesn't really matter in the first place, right? So then it's like, does it have any weight? Is it then good RP in the first place? And then you get in this weird loop. But then it's like, if they get impeached, that's still roleplay, and that's still good roleplay. You know what I mean? And it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get removed from the PD either. Impeachment doesn't mean that they're going to get removed. Another thing that I keep bringing up, and I have to, and I can't bring it up in character when people bring it up to me, but if someone gets removed from the PD, right? Let's say, for example, let's just bring up Den. If Den got removed from the PD, let's say he got fired for 30 days. Does that mean that the streamer doesn't have a PD character for 30 days? No, it doesn't. Stop thinking this. How many One Life characters has Den made? The streamer has Dean. Dean so cool. How many One Life characters has that streamer made? Fucking billions. Why can't he make another character and immediately be hired to the PD by LSPD High Command and have a new PD character to have fun with for 30 days until Den gets rehired? Like, it doesn't stop them from having a PD character if High Command doesn't want them to. Yeah, Kyle has had fucking so many cops. So many cop characters. Like, a lot of cop streamers, players, whatever, always bring up, like, cops shouldn't be fired because criminals only go to jail for, like, 3 days or whatever. But it's like, you can just make another cop character and just get rehired instantly by the same high command that fires you. Because you shouldn't punish the player, punish the character. Do you know what I mean? Just punish the character, dude. Don't punish the streamer. Just make another fucking cop character and come straight back, and then you can just shelve your other character for a little bit. Or, dude, being fired could be fucking fun, dude. It's like, remember when Pred went to prison? Remember that? Remember when Pred went to prison as sheriff, and it was fucking awesome? and he fucking was Jaguar in prison. I know it's not the same situation, but there's so many avenues to come out of consequences. And I think people forget that the best stories come from being down bad and coming back from that. I did that in Zoomer terms to make it easy to understand. What is this? What am I looking at? Wait, Aaliyah Court is dead? What? Yeah, Jackie Snow didn't get hired to PD, and now look where we are. Is she actually dead? What the fuck is this guy being involved? This is the guy that came to the marshal office one time looking to be DOC. And we had a conversation and he quoted fucking Lord of the Rings. And I really wanted to hire him to the marshals. What? Oh my god, she's actually dead. Okay, I can't get fucking sucked into another case, man. I was looking for my report. Investigation report. I need to reference this in a big one. Is it today for the Aaliyah court case? That's crazy. That's crazy. There's another example of somebody who has taken a fucking massive fucking L and got rid of their character, and that's going to create some fucking crazy RP. So that's going to be insane. Investigation report. I think I called him. Yeah. No answer. Later received. Yeah. Hey, bitch. Give me this. On the 25th of October. Nope, 24th. Where did I put 25th so many times? The 24th of October. 334. Sock at Jackie Snow 311 asking if Sky Captain Sky was on. Oh fuck! What did Sky say in the email? I'm gonna call her up. I don't know which one's the fucking new number. Shit. Probably go back up there, huh? Before I do that, actually, I want to go, I'm gonna go... So... You know, yesterday... Okay, so I made this... So I did this. So, these 3 individuals at the lighthouse. I want to see if we can... Because I was thinking about it when I was making this report last night. I want to see... I want to try and see if we can rule out whether or not this might have been Jack. Because I was thinking about it. I was like... Meeting at the lighthouse is very... Like, that's a very meaningful place for Jackie. You know? That's a very meaningful place for Jackie Snow. And... Like, I think there's... Okay, it wasn't yesterday. You're right. It was fucking... It was Thursday. I'm just... My fucking brain's mush. I was writing the report yesterday. And that white car that fucking we started chasing really threw me off because it wasn't the same car. Because the car we were chasing initially was really boxy. And the car we were chasing afterwards from that fucking Thomas Helvig or whatever the fuck that guy's name was, really wasn't. And I was thinking about it, and I want to go down to Mosley's, and I want to go check through. I'm just gonna go see if I can figure out what fucking car that was. I don't know why I haven't done this before. I'm just gonna go see if I can go through Mosley's and the tuner shop, and see if we can figure out what car we were chasing initially. And then I'm gonna go and see if we can figure out who's, if either Snow or any of his affiliates might own one. I know that's a bit of like a potluck situation, because even if they do, it still might not have been him. And then we've kind of got like a list of cars. So what we could do, it might take us a while. And again, it's like it's a bit of a probability situation, right? Because what we could do is try and go through all of his known associates from Hydra and look at all of the vehicles that we saw involved in that situation and kind of like tick off all the vehicles and if they own them. And if they do, we might be able to narrow it down to see the likelihood of it being whether or not that was actually Snow. Because what I'm trying to say is, let's say it was a white